Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ahmed Rufai, Head of Compliance at IIFM. On behalf of the IIFM Board of Directors and the IIFM team, under the leadership of Honorable Mr. Ijlal Ahmed Alvi, I'm pleased to extend our sincere greetings and welcome all of you. Over 200 people have registered for today's event, for today's webinar. Thank you all for taking the time to join us and be with us today. The aim or the objective of today's webinar is to launch the IIFM Annual Sukuk Report, 13th edition, 2023. IIFM Annual Sukuk Reports from the issue 1 to 13 are recognized as the industry's primary source of reference and reliable information on the global sukuk market because, one, it provides accurate and validated reliable data information for the sukuk market and sukuk issuance worldwide, in addition to awareness of sukuk. Number two, it also provides a detailed analysis of information in domestic sukuk issuances as well as international issuances, sukuk structures, and types of sukuk issuers. Number three, it contains very useful and important reports on sukuk issuances by countries, in addition to case studies on prominent and landmark sukuk issuances, and article on sukuk market developments. These three elements combined certainly make the IIFM Sukuk reports a very unique source of information that one should have and keep in one's library or bookshelf for quick reference. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, among the findings of this year's IIFM report, one, the global sukuk market has maintained its attractiveness to issuers, investors, and many market participants. This can be seen through steady and stable sukuk issuances from well-established and emerging sukuk issuing jurisdictions. Number two, global sukuk issuance in 2023, particularly long-term sukuk 15 to 50 years, by sovereign and quasi-sovereign entities from Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, reached a record level of USD 212 billion. This figure represents a 16% increase compared to the previous year. Number three, ESG. Environmental, social, and governance-linked sukuk issuances are on the rise. According to market estimates, the outstanding amount of green and sustainable sukuk could reach USD 40 to 45 billion by year-end 2025. No doubt, this is a positive development in sukuk market. Honorable Mr. Ijlal Ahmed Alvi, the CEO of IIFM, will provide more detailed information about the findings in his key highlights of the report presentation, inshallah. Respected ladies and gentlemen, the role and contribution of the IIFM in facilitating the development of sukuk globally is not only limited to the publication of its annual sukuk reports, but also goes beyond that. In the year 2020 and 2021, respectively, IIFM has published two comprehensive sukuk standard documents, namely, Sukuk al-Ijara standard documents and Sukuk al-Mudaraba Tier 1 standard documents, which are widely used by the Islamic financial institutions worldwide. We all know that the most commonly Sukuk structures are solely based on beneficial ownership of the assets, means transferring beneficial ownership of the assets to the investors, not the ownership of the assets themselves, whilst the legal title is retained by the originator or trustee. Therefore, IIFM strongly believes that in order to achieve diversification in Sukuk issuances, it is important that industry participants collectively make strong efforts to issue asset-backed Sukuk as an option as well. However, the relevant difficult issues in this regard need to be taken into consideration and addressed. For example, the availability of fully transferable assets. This is important. Structuring as issues. This is important. Legal challenges, especially title transfer legal requirements. This is important. The investor's appetite for asset-backed Sukuk, which is a factor that cannot be ignored. Finally, the risk management of the underlying asset itself, which need to be addressed properly. This is our view, and we think and believe many market participants will agree with us on this. IIFM is currently exploring a much needed relevant Sukuk structures such as hybrid Sukuk, etc., to be standardized in consultation with all market stakeholders. To date, IIFM has published 19 comprehensive documentation and product confirmation standards, as well as related guidance notes across 4 key areas, namely liquidity management, Islamic hedging, Sukuk, trade finance, funded and unfunded transactions. IIFM has its own Sharia board consisting of renowned scholars with vast, extensive knowledge and experience in contemporary financial and banking transactions. In the process of drafting IIFM comprehensive documentation and product confirmation standards, IIFM uses the AOF Sharia standards and other Sharia standards issued by fiqh academies and reputable Sharia bodies worldwide, without exception, as a basis and fundamental source for any Sharia-related issue. In order to achieve Sharia compliance, harmonization, unification, and universal acceptance of the standard agreements issued by the IIFM. So please do visit the IIFM website for all these and other publications. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, today, along with the launch of the IIFM Annual Sukuk Report, we will also discuss very interesting topics in company with high regarded industry experts. The discussion will include topics such as global Sukuk trends in 2023, unlocking the potential of asset tokenization in Islamic finance, Islamic social finance, cash waqf linked Sukuk from Indonesia. Number 3, ESG, consideration and Sukuk market development. So if you have any question during the presentation on any of the discussion topics, please feel free to write them in the question box in your Zoom control panel. Inshallah, we will bring them up and answer them at the end of the presentation. IIFM Annual Sukuk Report will be available on the IIFM website, as well as today's event will also be available
on IIFM's YouTube channel, both after the event, inshallah. Without further ado, let us begin with the functionalities for today. It is a great honor for me to invite His Excellency, Honorable Mr. Nick Muhammad Dean, Director General, Labuan Financial Services Authority, Malaysia, and IIFM Vice Chairman, to deliver his opening address. Over to you, Tuan Haj. Tuan Haj Nick, over to you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Thank you, Brother Dr. Ahmed Rufai of the IIFM. Your Excellency, Dr. Sami Al-Zwailam, Acting Director General, Islamic Development Bank Institute. Excellency, Dr.